Hey YouTube, the community of YouTube that I still like, because YouTube has a YouTube is a four-letter word for me now. Back on Dr. King's birthday, I made a video commemorating Dr. King and his life, his wonderful life, and got a lot of responses. A lot of personal emails from, or messages, I should say, from basically racists who don't like Dr. King, don't like what he stood for, don't like the things that he did to improve America. You know, so you get these emails and you just kind of scratch your head, because you think, how can they be so racist and so backward and stupid? So, you know, I'd go check out their videos just to see what are these people all about. And I wish I would have kept some of the list, but basically, with people like this, I mean, some of the stuff that they would write would just be vile. You know, they weren't interested in having a conversation with me. They just wanted to get the liberal, you know? That's all it was with them. So I would block them because I don't need, I mean, these people will just bombard you. They'll call their friends, hey, this guy's a liberal, you know? But I was looking at some of their videos, and some of the stuff on there, so racist, so vile. I mean, they took a movie, the movie Gone with the Wind, this one video, I'll never forget it, and they cut and recut the movie and put racist rhetoric in where they thought it would fit. Like, there's the one scene where it was Scarlett O'Hara, her maid, you know, she kind of looks a little bit like Aunt Jemima. She's looking out the window, and she's going, you know, and they did that over and over and over, like just with all this racist rhetoric. I couldn't believe this video. I was like, man, this is just sickening. Oh, then the other one that I did, where I got a lot of flack for it, was when I was talking about my racist neighbors, the older couple that lives right next door to me. So in the video, I was explaining how my next door neighbors turned out to be racist. So basically, I don't have anything to do with them. The only interaction that I ever will have with them is, you know, if their house was on fire, I might kick the door down and pull them out of bed. You know, I look at them mostly as just old and stupid. I don't hate them. I hate what their ideas represent. But anyway, so I had mentioned that their son will drive up, and he's one of these guys who has the Confederate flag, mud flaps, and he's got the window decals on the back of his pickup. And I went into a whole, you know, a rant about the Confederate flag and what I feel it represents to black people. I mean, when black people see that flag, they know that if that flag was flying, if the South had won the war, they would not be free. They would not have freedom. And so anyway, I got a lot of messages and responses just when I talked about the Confederate flag, and a lot of it was stuff about, well, they use it at commemorations and ceremonies for the Civil War dead. That's fine, but when it's on your mud flaps, when you're using it like a big, you know, FU to everybody as you drive around, especially minorities, we know what that flag symbolizes. Don't give me this. So I would check out those videos too, because I'm just interested in where people come from. And when you get messages from people that are just filled with racist rhetoric about Dr. Martin Luther King, about how, you know, black people ought to know their place, and wasn't it great when, and that kind of crap, right? I love to go look at their channels because it's a representation of who they are. I mean, they saw fit to save it on their YouTube channel. So, I mean, I've seen stuff. I've seen Holocaust denier videos on YouTube saying that, oh, there weren't that many Jews. These photos are faked and staged. And I did a whole thing about NASA moon landing where these people are saying it never really happened. So all this other free speech is allowed. Holocaust deniers, people who are racists, and I don't mean to lump the moon landing people in with the racists because that's not near as bad. That's just more absurd. But I mean these vile racist videos on YouTube, that's allowed. That freedom of speech is allowed. Nothing wrong with that. So people like Glenn Ribb, who are telling everyone that they're evil, they're filthy, they're vile, they're disgusting, they're going to hell, they're going to burn forever. That's allowed. But Nick Gisburn, he's not allowed because he simply showed the words of the Quran. The words that are in the Quran. And that's offensive somehow. It's infuriating, but I've learned my lesson. This will never happen to me again. I make backups of every single video, and in fact, I even started because I got this weird feeling as I was doing my last videos on the Bush crime family. Republicans out there, how can you even be a Republican? You're in an evil party. Your party does evil. They declare war, unconstitutional, against the Geneva Convention on lies. They declare war. But nothing's going to shut me up. I make backups of every video that I make now. And I will never stop, ever. This has done, and when they shut down one channel, I'll just go make another channel. And when they shut that one down, I'll just go make another one. See, that's how it works. You can only take away my freedom of speech if I give up. And I will never give up. Ever. So, thank you, haters. Thank you, whoever it was that flagged me. Maybe it was a new employee at YouTube that, infiltrated their way in and is secretly a right-winger. Whatever. I get it. It's all part of the game. But you're not going to win. Not against me. You severely underestimated me if you think I'm going away and I'm just going to shut up. I will never stop because now I have a cause. You see, just like Jesus is your cause, freedom of speech and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, that's my cause. How we used to be. Remember when America was noble? Remember when we didn't kill hundreds of thousands of innocent people in wars? I mean, you have to go way back for this, but yeah, we used to be noble. And we will be again, if I have anything to say about it.